everyone. Welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to help us feed a hungry hippo. And don't forget to hit that like button. Today is September 25th and it is a Wednesday. So it's time for midweek motivation. The video every week where you get to watch me work while we talk about something motivating or I give you some tough love. Hopefully you brought some work with you so that you can also work while you listen and everybody's multitasking and being productive. This week, I'm going to give you a challenge. This challenge is all about wrapping up your goals for 2024. I know it's only September. Star, you just said it's only September 25th. But next week is October 1st. So we have less than a week until Q4 starts. And oftentimes in Q4, we barely have time to breathe. Most of us are selling more. When you sell more, that means you're shipping more. You're having to list more to replace what you've sold and continue to grow if you're in growth mode. And if not, you're just maintaining. But if you're selling 5 more items a day, you're listing 5 more items a day. Hopefully, that's what you should be doing. But Q4 can be a busy time for everyone. Just the extra shipping, I know, can eat a lot of time, especially if you ship hard goods or anything that requires extensive packaging and boxing and packing and all of that. So we're going to start thinking about it now, this week, today, and it will be in your mind because I'm talking about it too, right? So this is going to be something that's on your mind. You're going to be thinking about it. And in the next 3 months, you're going to be implementing it so that when we hit the end of the year, we're where we wanted to be a year ago. So what I want you to do, your challenge is, hopefully you wrote it down because I told you last year and in January this year, I said, let's write down everything we want to do this year. So hopefully you wrote it down, but if you didn't, you can write it down now. You can get a piece of paper and you can say, these are the things I wanted to do in 2024. Whatever your goals were, if you wanted to get to where you were listing 10 items a day, or you wanted to get to a certain amount of active listings, or cut down your desk pile, or start walking every day. It doesn't always have to be work related. I'm all about that work-life balance. Y'all know that. But go find where you wrote your goals down, or get a piece of paper and write down what you remember saying you wanted to do this year. And then get a highlighter pen or even just a pen and scratch it out. But start marking off what's completed, what you've done. Then take a look at what's left. What you haven't done. Is it something you're still interested in doing? Is it still something that's plausible for you? Sometimes when we don't reach our goals, it's not just because we didn't reach our goals. I want you to reach every achievable goal you made for yourself, every plausible goal. But sometimes we do get a little lofty when we're sitting down and we're looking at a new year ahead and we're writing down all our goals. Sometimes we get a little excited. I'm going to have 50,000 listings on eBay. Come on, no one can do that unless you have employees in a huge business. So be realistic when you set your goals, obviously. And as we get closer to the end of this year, we're going to be sitting down and talking about next year and bullet journals and organization and planners and all of that I do every year on this channel. So we've got to wrap up this year. Take a look at what's left after you scratch off or highlight everything you've completed. If it's something you're no longer interested in or you cannot achieve for realistic reasons, you can go ahead and scratch that off too. Okay. Maybe you made a goal of, I want to start cross-posting on Etsy, but somewhere along the line this year, you decided vintage items weren't for you. So now you don't have viable items to list on Etsy. So Etsy as a platform would not be a goal for you. Do you see what I'm saying? Not every goal has to be achieved. I want you to understand that sometimes it's because we change as people. And our goals are allowed to change and flex and grow and shrink as the year goes on, as life happens, as things occur in our lives that maybe make our goals change a little bit. The ones that are left, after you get rid of the ones that aren't feasible anymore or just don't make sense for your life or your business model, what do you need to do to finish those? And sometimes those ones that weren't feasible or sustainable, maybe you can make them smaller and still achieve them. So if you had a lofty goal of listing 50 items a day and you've only gotten up to 20 and 20 seems to be where you can get with your lifestyle, then you achieved it. Just knock it down to 20. Do you see what I'm saying here? I'm giving you guys permission to be human. I'm giving you guys permission to have life happen to you, not permission to be lazy. If you didn't achieve a goal because you're fiddle farting around and you're just not motivated and you're not kicking yourself, making yourself work, shame on you. There's your tough love. Shame on you. Get off your ass and get to work. But if you're not getting stuff done because it's not interesting to you or you just don't, you can't possibly do it, we're not superheroes. Well, some of us are, but look at what's left. Break it down into small chunks. Get it done by the end of the year. I want everyone to finish the year with a sense of pride. I want everyone to feel accomplished. I don't want anyone to feel like a failure. I want us all to be successful. I want us all to feel good about ourselves and to be motivated going into 2025. So, what can you do? That's your challenge. What can you do with the goals that are left to finish them out? And you know what? If you're ahead of the game and you've already completed all of your goals and the items you wanted to finish for the year, then make yourself a new goal. Here's your challenge. If you've already finished your goals for 2024, here's your challenge. List 5 extra items a day. And that only has to be Monday through Friday or whatever your work week looks like. Take a couple days off. Don't push yourself. I love that work-life balance. List 5 extra items a day. If you've already caught up on your goals, just list 5 extra items a day. Because you know what? You'll sell more in Q4. All right, guys. Go be productive. Go get those goals looked at, crossed off. Figure out what you can do to the end of the year. List a little extra. Here's to a really good Q4 for all of us. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.